Maui today. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Kathy's behind the camera, and hey, it's Amy here at Kathy B's house with Mike and Kathy in Maui, hanging out and enjoying this beautiful, beautiful vista. So Kathy's behind the camera. She says
hello.
She can take your comments, maybe if you have something that's a big question, she'll relay it to me. But what we were going to do today, and hopefully you can hear me okay, I don't have microphones.
Hi, Tanya.
We don't have microphones, and we are outside, so you can hear birds and the beautiful view. Boy, can you see it, or is there a glare?
No, you can see
You
it.
can see it? It's so pretty. So at Kathy's house here in Maui, my husband and I came out on Thursday. Friday. I don't know
Thursday.
What day we came here. And we've just been enjoying a little bit of something every day, beach time, driving around and touring.
Hi, Tracy Campbell.
We did a sailboat evening cruise to be whale watching, where the whales were not visible on the cruise, but we saw them every day from her deck. In fact, if we stared hard enough right now, you'd probably see whales blowing in the ocean out here. It's crazy, and you can get the binoculars and see them close up. So that's what we've been doing here, and I thought, you know, Kathy's home is so beautiful, and there's so many gorgeous floral arrangements that Kathy's designed. Most of these, I don't think you have very many that
I have a couple. I have maybe one or two.
You have a barn box coming.
Yeah, I have a barn box coming.
All these arrangements Kathy has made with Magnolias flowers and a few others, but they're just so gorgeous. I thought you would love to see all the beautiful things at Kathy's house, and we could talk about some of the stems. I'm going to keep drinking my coffee because if you didn't know, it's 8 o'clock here in the morning. And that's why we're an hour behind what we normally would do for a live, because I just didn't want to get up that early and make these poor people get out of bed on our vacation.
And push the husbands away.
Yeah, the husbands went for a walk. They're going down to the beach, which is literally just down the hill. So fun to be out here, and what a blessing to have you guys as friends, because this is amazing.
We love having y'all.
This is an amazing getaway for us, considering what Nebraska's like this time of year. So if everybody's jumping on and you're here, and if you just joined us, I'm Amy here at Kathy and Mike B's house in Hawaii. We are in Maui, and welcome. So Kathy's behind the camera, and we were going to do a little tour. This is her lanai. We don't have a lanai in Nebraska. We have a deck. But in Hawaii here, a lanai is the best kind of thing, and you've got a west-facing view, so the sunset off this deck's amazing. I'm sure you've seen all the pictures Kathy's posted of sunsets on the lanai. And Kate's going to help drop links today. She's watching from the store.
Hi, Kate.
Thanks for holding down the fort.
Can we get a little closer? Yes. To hear you.
To me? Okay. And to be able to see out there, huh?
Yeah.
So then our floral designs out here. Kathy tells me she brought these gigantic pots from her home in Louisiana. So, well, you moved from Texas last.
Yes.
And her gigantic pots are designed with all these gorgeous florals. Your selection in here, I love the colors, and you change your color theme every year. So.
Well, last year it was just the purple with some green.
Okay.
So
and this year, with the orange added in, this very, very fun cosmos flower just really jazzed it up. And Kathy's got west-facing sun out here, but she does have some sunscreen, so she can protect her stems a little bit. But nothing's going to get rained on, so she's used her butterflies out here. This is the white echinacea cosmos. Last year's fritillaria, if you're lucky to have that, that's from last year. This year's gorgeous. We do have the UV protected lime green ivy this year. We're going to do a little tour of Kathy's designs, and then I'm going to make 2 designs for you today on her kitchen island, so that she'll have some fun things to keep here, and one of them that you'll be able to request too. So stay tuned for that. We're going to get there. But with these outdoor designs, pretty much everything in here is happy to be outside. This is the agapanthus spray. The gorgeous, we have this new this year, this wandering plant here.
Wandering, I can't think of what it's
this
called.
one is made in a liner pot with spray foam. So one thing, because the pot is so huge, I think it's really smart that Kathy used the spray foam from the hardware store, because it would take a lot of design cubes of foam. And the spray foam filled the liner pot, and then she was able to poke into that and design in it, which is, I assume, not glued. They're just pushed in.
And there's actually water bottles underneath that spray foam.
Oh,
So it needs less spray foam.
Because that's like like a 16-inch liner probably to be able to fill this gigantic pot. So it's a good size planter, and that's a sneaky way to do the design foam, is to use the spray foam and then drop your liner pot so you can just pull that pot out and redo it for the holiday season too. So that's one of the gorgeous planters. She's actually got 2 of them out here. And the new tablecloth that I brought an order with me. So this tablecloth came along with me. This one is still in our collection right now with the lavender on it. A little bit of the clematis vine garland. So as we're talking about these things, hopefully Kate's finding
Yes,
some
she
things.
is. Wandering Jew, that's the name of the one in the
There
pot.
we go. So she's finding all these items, and if we still have some of these things that Kathy's using, we're going to drop the links for you just for fun, so you can see how Kathy used it. So this is the 52 or 54 inch.
I think it's
square
54.
topper, and it would look a little skimpy put square on the table, but I like it with the points like this. It kind of just gives it a little different way to display it. And then Kathy wound some extra pieces of stems along with the clematis garland on your own lantern, I assume, and your own candle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Looks amazing out here. And then all of these little designs coordinate. I noticed when I was sitting here the other day, Kathy said, "Do you smell something?" Clever. She tucked a sachet in this planter over here, and when you're sitting out here, the breeze is catching the smell, and it does. This is my favorite scent actually right now. The Hello Night. The Hello Night scent from Bridgewater. So this little sachet is hiding in her planter, but you can smell it when you sit here, and it's so funny because it really,
Yeah, it does.
You really can tell. This is clever how you did this bowl. There's vines wrapped around to create more of a jumbo candle ring that sits in the pottery bowl. What's it sitting on?
A piece of styrofoam.
Oh yeah, it's all in there.
Not attached, just sitting in there.
It looks so good. So this is the pretty little place that she can enjoy every evening at sunset. Isn't it amazing? So I'm jealous. I have a west view of a fence at my house. And she's got this giant tree, mimosa tree, the gorgeous view of the water, and sometimes, if you're lucky, right now the whales are here, so it's really exciting.
Well, they can hear the birds.
I'll be quiet so you can hear.
Kate said she loves hearing the birds.
Pretty peaceful.
We love it. What's not to love?
No kidding. This is fantastic.
A little spoiled.
So with the inside tour, you kind of brought your color palette inside.
Yes.
This year.
And added.
Coral. You're partial to coral. I love coral also. The accents in here with the coral and all the, let me close this for you. All the jade green, your fun pillows. I love your pillow blends. And some of my favorite things, I know a lot of this stuff we don't have or can get for you, but
I think you still have those bowls, or at least one.
Kathy's trays are phenomenal on this giant coffee table. So this one especially intrigues me. She used a big roots kind of natural wood piece, starfish, different seashells. We used to have glass beads like these.
Yeah.
Glass beads, the trade beads.
It's just a collection of.
It's just so fun. Isn't that interesting and perfect for the vibe of being by the water?
Pitcher.
In the pitcher? Oh, that's true. This is that wicker pitcher. So Kathy had her own hydrangeas dropped in here. This is that little washed wicker pitcher. It's not the whitewashed one. It's the other one. I forget the name of it. Hey, if you guys are just jumping on, welcome. We are at Kathy and Mike B's house in Maui, Hawaii, where I decided to jump on today, and I will make 2 floral arrangements for you. Kathy's been making floral arrangements, though. We're touring all of her beautiful designs here, and if some of these stems are available, Kate's dropping the link for you. I know that with some of the pieces Kathy's made, we are out of, like the berry, for instance, has sold out. I think this little ranunculus color has sold out. We have other colors of the baby ranunculus. We do have this fun little eucalyptus that you've used everywhere.
What, is that a lilac?
And the lilac. We
Yeah.
definitely still have this lilac. I'm going to design with one of those today. It's the one that comes in the natural lilac lavender, as well as a blue color with the real leaves that look super real. We've got some of our variegated ivy that comes as a bush cut up in here.
And a piece of the lime one.
and the lime. That's true. This is all
I snuck a
in
piece
stock
in.
right now. We have different colors of snapdragons. We have pink, but this is a different color from another year. And then her tulip display. It turned out so sweet, guys. I know we were sold out of this little berry, and we sold out of that tulip. But the way they lay out in this vase with the berries, it's just a different concept for what to pair with tulips. Berries are a lot of fun that way. It's a good combo. Good texture, very interesting. Your built-ins look so good with the symmetry. You did the balance. It's perfect in your cool green pots. This pottery that you brought with you is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm sure that wouldn't have been easy to find here.
No. Shopping is not the best here.
No. And Kathy says these have been in her life forever. These amazing candle stands. For years and years. I believe I'm sure we are out of the Magnolia candle ring, but we do still have the washed currant berry, and this berry has been your favorite, hasn't it?
Yes, you'll see it everywhere throughout.
Everywhere. So Kathy's got what do you call that? A penchant for coral. I like coral too, and this berry just suits the job on all of her designs. So it's in a lot of different things. I'm going to use some today to coordinate.
Lots of coral and lots of purples.
Yeah, these coral
lavenders.
She said she's had forever. We do carry right now the lilac. I think we have this lilac mini cosmos. This would be last year's delphinium. There's a gorgeous maidenhair fern in here that we do have as well. You know what I like about your designs, Kathy, is that there's a variety. It's not just limited to a couple items. You really do a nice job of
I try to mix
size, the contrast, the different dimensions.
Well, I try to put it like it looks in a garden sometimes when
It's
you
very
grow
garden-y.
wild.
Yeah, very neat. That's exactly what I would say about that. I know you're going to add some more things you said to your planters.
Yes, I'm going to add, of course, ivy.
Some ivy at the base, but we did just get some new caladiums that are pink. So
I have those on order.
The caladiums are new. So the caladiums would be about that same size too. Here's another clever idea. We got clever ideas all over Kathy's house. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this tour. So we have sold in the past a wreath of this hydrangea.
And there's those berries.
That's right, the berries are in it. But we do have the garland remaining. So Kathy has layered the wreath and then the garland on the outside to make a very big candle ring.
And I have an
Custom
ivy.
candle ring. And then there's a little fern in here.
Yeah, fern.
Tucked in, and the berries woven in. But I think that the idea of blending a wreath and a garland, of which we have a lot of different things in stock right now that come as that kind of set, you can put one inside the other to create a jumbo candle ring. This has got to be at least.
Well, my tray is huge, so
inches.
to fill it.
I see. There's a big tray here.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to make a 30-inch candle ring proportionately. This is probably about 8 on the cylinder. And this is a pedestal designed piece, and she used a little bit of that little Luna garland, which is actually in a lot of spots in your house. The little Luna is, I think, gone. If you're lucky enough,
You may have to call because it may be in the store.
A little bit in the store. That's true.
I had to call Connie.
It's a lightweight plastic vine, so it does work well. And the color of this brings all of the other arrangements around the ribbons together, right there. What else is fun? Oh, I love how you use the green candles. Now, the green candles were something we brought in right before Christmas. I know Kathy was really anxious to get them because you love the green.
Yes.
So she's got not only the set of 3.
I have actually 2 sets of 3.
Oh, do you? She's got the 6x8 also. And the color is subtle. The tone-on-tone thing, this one with the green. I know we sold out of this candle ring. We have the garland.
Yes.
The tone-on-tone, green with greens. I love that look because
I think you still have those.
Well, we do have this candle ring. I know we have it at the store. We have some sprays, but you know what's interesting is that this green on green and the green cabbage. I don't even know if you do this intentionally or if you do this subconsciously. All of this being monochromatic does not upstage the color right here. Mm-hmm. It's a complement without being busy because it's green on green, which is
I love different
really
shades
smart.
of green, different shades of purple.
So your party hydrangea, I didn't decide if this was still in stock or not.
Yes, it is. I checked it.
Party hydrangea, ivy sprays. This is a flower from another time, but that little design is a swag wired to the top of your fun little lantern with your bunny and your cabbage. We still have some cabbages in stock in 2 colors, I think. And then this design, Kathy said you've had this for a while.
Well,
She set it in a crate.
I set it in a crate that my mother had, and then I added some more. I kind of dressed it. I dressed it up.
The little.
That's last year's butterflies. And yep,
So cute.
those
Looks
are all
very
from you,
garden.
all from Magnolias.
And he's just sitting in there.
Because it was just a basic green, and I added the color.
The color is.
Because of course I love color.
You nailed it, and I love this art that you put behind here. This
Thank you.
Vaulted ceilings, so I've always liked how that art looks in this room. It's gorgeous scale for the big space. So we're getting a tour of Kathy's home. If you just joined us, Kathy and Mike live here in Maui. You see Kathy commenting and sharing posts in the VIP group. If you see those posts, then you might have recognized some of these designs, but I don't know if you've ever shown your bedroom before.
Probably photos,
Photos?
occasionally.
Okay. Her bedroom is gorgeous. This is a different color combo that I don't see very often, but you pulled it off 100% successfully.
Thank you.
Cream and gold and taupe, and it's stunning. So with this room having the ocean view also, the light walls, but the ceiling, she did this portobello mushroom color from Sherwin-Williams, which grounds the whole thing. That makes this room feel cozy, even though the ceiling's vaulted. If the ceiling had been white, it would have felt a little more like a hotel room, but with that dark
Warms it up.
ceiling, it
Brings it down a
makes
little.
it cozy, so that was a great key. I know you grabbed that art a long time ago. That's
Yeah.
been perfect for that space. And then our designs that she's made, I love how our mushrooms blend in, because these little mushrooms, guys, have a touch of gold on them. And that is just subtle elegance for the room while having a little springy touch. She did her own design with these amaryllis and this giant ceramic urn. That's a great urn, by the way. That's hard to find.
Thank you. I've had that for years.
I believe it.
And that's one of my Amy originals right there.
So this one we designed last year.
Last year.
Last summer.
Was in my foyer.
And now it's got a new home
Then at
there.
Christmas I had it in my bathroom and I just laid a couple of white poinsettias on.
You can roll.
And now I've moved it here.
You can roam around your house and move things around successfully. It all can be remade to blend. So your gorgeous lanterns. And I know we've got this little brown. Do you remember what this is called? This
No,
is
we
in
just-
this room, in everything. This little plastic brown, taupey brown accent stem.
It's a eucalyptus, but I don't remember.
What's so handy about it is it brings the taupe to every design Kathy made. So when her little arrangements here have touches of white with taupe, the white and the taupe is that little stem, all split apart and scattered around the room. But it really adds the taupe and tone. Oh, is it? So
Oh, here we go. We're back. No, we're good.
We won't walk any further away then. So then
I think
our new little art pieces that have just come in. Kate, do you remember that? I don't want to remove one, and if you walk, will we lose the Wi-Fi?
No. It just was a glitch.
So those little pieces.
There are a set of 4, but not a set of 4, but there's 4 of choices.
So
That's
those
mine too.
should still be in stock, a couple of those. They just got here. They're perfect for the look. And they match your lamps that you've had and all the gold accents, the little frames. Good touches. Good touches of gold. It's subtle and it's perfect. I think this is one of my favorite different styles of putting color together. Something unusual. Should we get to designing?
Sure.
I think it's time to make some flower arrangements. So as I'm in this room here, I don't know if you can see all Kathy's little. Sorry.
Nope. It just it came
Reconnected?
back on.
Okay. Well, we'll stay in this room and not lose you here with the Wi-Fi. Cute little designs that kind of transitions to a little more Eastery here in the kitchen.
Want me to just...
We moved our island design off of the island so that I can work there. This is her island tray with the mushrooms that are still available and springy, daffodils, tulips, cabbages. I know we have some similar mama and baby moss bunnies right now. We have ivy in stock. We have ferns in stock. And Kathy's collection of mushrooms, just like me, she likes mushrooms. She's got the wicker ones up above too. That is super cute. And then
mushroom.
the little candle ring here. This is so sweet. And it's that little tiny mushroom pick. We're going to design with that next. I'll make something and put that in there. Just a little something to go with the baby tulips. I think that's adorable. You could use those wood mushrooms with any of the tulips we have now. And we've sold out of this color of the fairy blossom vine. The vine split apart on these shelves really adds a lot. We have the purple and we may have the pink.
Yeah, we have the purple today. You're going to design.
We're going to design with the purple today. So that's the plan. What we're going to do is flip the camera here. Let me do that quickly. And where's my camera flipping thing? Make sure I do that right. Okay, hi. We have a handy dandy holder. That's working so slick. My phone is magnetic and Kathy has an easel. So we can design now. This is gonna work. Yay, hey everybody. Okay, thanks for hanging out today. We have a nice group of people helping us. She says, Renee says, you have a beautiful home. You were in Maui in January? Yes. Anybody would fall in love with the island. I don't think you've ever heard anyone say they came to Hawaii and they didn't like it, have you? I haven't. So the stems that we're going to use today, we're going to make 2 designs at Kathy's house. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. And what I want to do is make a swag that's going to go on top of her big art piece. So we're going to do that one last. I kind of have it laid out here. But first, let's move that look. First, we're going to do a design for a tray. And I was debating what to put in it. I noticed that Kate, Suzanne says they can't see you. Kathy's just going to sit over here on a stool and watch. She's going to watch the live design day. She'll say hello? Okay. We are on Maui, Kathy.
Hi, ladies.
Here's Kathy. Kathy's a good sport. She's a good sport for letting me do this at her house. I noticed Kate posted this in stories today. These are the UV protected wisteria that Kathy just got in. And we don't know what she's going to do with them yet. And I thought about using them in something, but I'm going to instead pass on them and do another look. Yeah. Aren't they great? They are UV protected, so they could be added to the outdoor planters on the front of her house. I don't know if we can stand out there with the camera, if the Wi-Fi will stretch that far or not. I can't.
Try at the end.
We'll see what happens. So we're going to use today some of these fun stems. Kathy's got a stash of stems. It's like the Magnolias of Maui up in here. It's like you have all the supplies you need. We got a tiny toolbox out. We got all the tools. We have the wire. We have the tape. We even have the bendy vine, guys. Kathy has it all. So I won't be suffering for anything out here. And I can make something perfect for this design that I'm going to make. I will send the pictures and the instructions to my team. We're going to call it Kathy's Tray Swag. And if you want one, my team at home, Linda and Kelsey, can create one for you. We're going to make sure they get the instructions. So we're going to make one design that can be copied and one design that can't. So this one we can copy. We're going to use 2 nice long strands of bendy vine. They got some extra little wingies here. We're going to use 1 of the dark pansy spray today. We're going to use 2 little mushroom babies. These little guys are in stock. They are $5.50, and then of course we have the 15% off sale that is going on now with all spring. I'm sure the mushrooms are part of that sale. This is going to be the star of the show. It is the fairy blossom in purple, and Kate's finding all the links for you there. Thank you, Kate. This fairy blossom vine is just like the white one that Kathy cut apart on her shelves, except for we're out of white. The purple here is going to blend right in, and we're going to cut this up and, well, no, we're not going to cut this up. We're going to wind this up, and we're going to make that kind of little design that I like to do that lays on your tray but pops up. So this is going to be like a little hoop design, standing upright by the time I get done with it, with a couple pieces sticking out each way. So I'm just forming it into a little loop-de-loop, and the diameter is about 10 inches across. I don't have tape measure, so we'll just say it's 10 inches. I think that looks like 10. The size of a dinner plate. There we go. That's how big it is. And then we're also going to use, oh, you do have a tape measure.
Of course.
Okay, we didn't think about that before we started, but it is 10 inches. We have that because I know if the gals are designing for you, they need to know that. So we've circled it into a 10-inch hoop. Now, this piece is gonna look great in here. This will give us a little better base. It is the Summer Scabiosa bundle. It's a new item that's kind of paper wrap. Kathy Dipple says, where are the men? They went down to Airport Beach and they're walking because Mike walks every day. So now my husband gets to walk today. Kate's laughing because her dad does not go for walks. But he does today because it's either walk or be on a camera. And they decided to go walking. But it's a beautiful morning out. It's a little breezy down by the water, I'm sure. Feels good out there.
Chilly this morning?
I think it was a little chilly out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts out
Probably in the
starts out maybe
mid-60s.
Yes, in the 60s, and then it
yesterday
ends up
the
being
high was 81.
80. Yeah, it felt warmer yesterday. I went
Yeah.
to the beach and went out and looked at the fish in the reef, which is literally right down the hill. Okay, look how I've shaped that. This is just fanned out and made to be a little bit of a balanced piece here. We're gonna end up with more flowers on one end than the other.
Oh, it's going to be 70 in Norfolk today.
Oh, is it gonna be warm in Norfolk? Wow.
So warmer there? Oh,
Well, it's gonna be warmer here, but that's
Yeah.
very unusual for Nebraska right now.
not that much.
And then to make it bulkier at the bottom, we're gonna use this, did we call this Springerai? This is a really nice one. This is the Natural Touch paper wrap stem here. That's the Springerai. We're gonna do the same thing as we did with the other item, and we're gonna fan it open. So I've got some wire ready, and we're going to be able to just lay all this together, and with a couple wires, we're gonna secure it. So let's stack it. We're stacking this piece and this piece on top of it. Then we're taking our circle that we made, and we're gonna stack that on top of that. Also, you might wanna put a wire on this if it's hard to come back to it and wire it all at once. You can wire as you go if you're making this at home. And then I think we should put a couple tips of this fun ivy in here, because Kathy's got this lime green ivy everywhere. If I put this in the design, it will help it coordinate with everything else. Although I wasn't gonna put any coral in this one. I'm just gonna leave it purple and white. So let's cut a couple of pieces. Oh yeah, Karen says her parents came. We're gonna go to Kauai today. Actually, our flight's late this afternoon. And Kathy and Mike and my husband Al and I were all gonna go to Kauai for the rest of the week. And I've never been to that island, so I'm excited to go see it. I hear it's the most gorgeous place ever. So we'll find out. I'm gonna use 3 pieces for starters. Let's see if that does it. And I'm gonna have to sort of tuck that underneath there. The reason I'm using 3 is so I can have a left and a right and at least one that kind of comes up the middle. Here, and this one will be in the middle. I don't want to make it too full in the middle because I'm planning to place this on a tray and put some bunnies and things in there. Are we swimming there yet? Oh, I've been swimming every day. Poor Mike had to take me down to the ocean by myself yesterday. Nobody else wanted to go. But he took me, so that was nice. Because I could be at the ocean pretty much 5 hours every day. That would be my jam. Leave me at the beach. I would live at the beach. Just leave me at the beach. I like it there. And there's so many choices. There's like 5 beaches within a couple of miles all the way down the coast, real close. Within 10 minutes of your house, you probably have at least 3 nice beaches. So then our pansies getting tucked in there. We're gonna have to wire that in. And then our cutesy little mushroom babies. I'm gonna put 1 each direction. I have to make sure I get my wire to cover to go over top of all this stuff. We're gonna put 1 each direction. So let me hold this up. Marilyn says, we always went to Hawaii in January. You know, that's probably about the time you want to bail when the weather's horrendous. Here we have a stack of things. It can be shaped a little bit more once we get the wire on it. Everybody see that okay? This is the piece that we're gonna call Kathy's Tray Design, and by request, oh Lord, I didn't add this up, Kate. I never even thought about that. I don't know how much it is. I wonder if Kate can figure out a price for you afterwards. And then whoever wants one, you'll have to find out the price, because I'm not even going to try to do that right now. I did not think about that. And some of these things didn't have tags anyway. Shoot. Okay, well,
I don't think any of them have prices.
if you care to know how much it is, you will be able to message Connie at the store or Facebook message, and we will get you the price. It's probably just under $100 would be my guess. So we're gonna also lay in a little bit of this bendy vine to amp up the hoop. Let's see which way it works best here. Just like this. And I might need to twist this around the vine, but I will do that in the end. Okay, I like all this together. Stay, 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 stay. There we go. What do you think? It's making a cute little tray thing. Yeah, Kate says she can get the price. It left my brain. I probably could have done that if I would have been thinking. Don't know why I didn't think of that. My brain's on vacation. So I've got my wire. I'm gonna just put at least 3 little wiring points around the bottom here to make sure it all stays together for you. And you'll have a fun little tray look here that will display nicely with a bunny, a candle, a faux candle. I've got 2 mushrooms. This mushroom, there's 2 mushrooms in here at $5.50, one on each direction. 2 mushrooms, I'll lay it out one more time. 2 mushrooms, 1 purple pansy, 1 of the scabiosa spray, 1 Springerai spray, 3 ivy tips off of the bush. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. 1 fairy blossom vine. We have 2 strands of bendy vine, 2 chunks. We have, I said 2 mushrooms already.
1 pansy.
1 pansy, got that. I think we got most of it. I think I'm going to try to just add a little bit more white yet. We're going to add 1 Queen Anne's lace stem, which I know we still have. It's working. I'm in the relaxed mode, Jennifer says. Yes. My brain is checking out. This is going to need to get tucked in there. So I'm going to cut it in half. Like this here into 2 chunks, because this stem had 2 major chunks on it. This is a good design island. It even has a garbage can right beside me. This is perfect. And I only laid 1 wire in. So yeah. Anytime I want to design, this is a big, nice big island. I'm sure Mike loves it when you load your island up with flour.
Well, it has that one little corner.
Yeah, it gets to be, you have to just make space to make your stuff, I'm sure. Okay, we're still wiring, so I'm going to lay this one each direction and add the rest of my wire. Wiring. So I am potentially missing some of your questions. Sorry there. I guess Kathy's watching the video if she sees anything. I will be back on Saturday is my plan. Unless I simply can't function, I will be with Kate on Saturday. Yeah, Kathy and Mike live here full time, not even part time, so they are pretty lucky. They're on vacation, and when you live in paradise, the vacation is to go to the next island of paradise. So that's why she lives in Maui, and that's why we're going to Kauai for vacation for Kathy.
Kauai in December.
Oh, you were there in December, so we're going back.
We just went for 4 days.
It's super easy to get around between these islands. Like, we just take a Southwest flight, and it takes longer to go to the airport, get in the line, get on the plane, get ready to leave, because the flying time is like...
That takes longer.
The flying
it's
time is
less than
15...
an hour. It's like 50 minutes or so.
50 minutes?
45
minutes?
Which way the wind is blowing.
That's crazy. You can't see that island from Maui, but you can see the Lanai Island and Molokai Island from the patio. There are 2 islands close by. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm just wiring the center up now, and then I'm gonna shape it, and this piece will be the piece that you can request from our team at the store, and my gals at the design counter will make this for you. I'll send them a picture of it. Anyway, what is there to do there besides swimming? We did a sailboat tour for a sunset cruise to see whales. I've seen more whales from Kathy's deck.
We didn't see the whales, but we did see dolphins.
We saw dolphins. There were dolphins that were like in front of the boat, all the way back to the shore almost, and they were like running in front, swimming in front of the boat, deliberately hanging out with everybody. There. Okay, we got the wire in place. Now we can lift up the mushrooms, lift up the pansy, and get everybody in position. And then see how it looks in the tray. What else is fun to do around here? There's, well, the Road to Hana thing. That's part of Maui. Zip lining. Whale watching. We did snorkeling, Molokini snorkel the last time I was here. So I did not go on a big snorkel trip, but when I'm in Kauai, I am going to snorkel. And see what's over there. Here, it's super easy to snorkel and see stuff. It's everywhere. The fish are everywhere in the water. This looks great. Turn it around so you can see this side. So you can definitely have some fun designing this little look. It's not hard if you want to try to DIY it yourself. Shopping, I don't know. The shopping is not the primary thing I'd say here. Not on this side of the island. It sounds like if you want to shop, you need to be over, like the Target and everything is over by the airport on the other side of the island. And we did go to the farmer's market, or like the art market. That was fun. Yesterday at the Gateway Mall in the parking lot, they had tents and tents of people selling stuff. So that is what we did yesterday, which I always like. I bought pottery coffee mug, Kate. I know you're shocked. I like to buy coffee mugs wherever. There's no seashells. Kathy says, get a seashell. There's no seashells. Maybe there is in Kauai, but there's 0 seashells on the beach here. If they're selling any in the shops, I don't know where do they get them at certain times of the year?
Kate says she'd be happy with the view. That was the #1 thing for me to move here.
The
was
view, just the
view.
Probably.
Or was it moving?
Yeah, I was asking Mike yesterday why there's no shells on the beach. There just isn't any. Here we go.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
So this is Kathy's tray design. If you want one, Kate will get you a price, and we will add it up and figure out if we can get one to you this week at some point. This is live design day after all. So Kathy has a small tray. I think we've sold out of these small trays. But if you like this design, it's going to end up being about 30 inches long. And with the extra stuff in it, it's about 12 inches tall. So 30 by 12. And this little piece here will sit on your tray looking super cute with extra stuff. Let's angle it a little bit because of the handles. Kathy has a moss bunny. We do still have the moss baby bunny with the mama. And you can kind of set it so she looks inside here, but you could also, let's put him in the front. Kathy brought one of her candles too. You could also put some candles in your tray because that could stand inside the hoop. Can you see that okay? There we have it, and it makes a nice accent item for a tray. Hopefully you can see it okay. Super sweet, not hard to make if you want to give it a try, but if you would like our team to make it for you, we'll send some pictures to the staff and they can watch the video and design this for you, and Kate will price it out later on. So you can communicate an email. We're going to call it Kathy's Swag. You can just screenshot this, or you can add a message that goes to sales@magnoliasonline.com or Facebook message it. The Moss Bunnies, Kate dropped a link to the Moss Bunnies for you. Okay, I got time for design number 2. I better be speedy about it. Design number 2 is going to stay here, and I'm going to create it, a swag, and then I'm gonna go show you the entryway at Kathy's house and where we're gonna place it. Hopefully we don't run out of time to do all this. So we're gonna use this fern that I don't know the name of. That is gonna be part of the background, along with these willow stems. I'm gonna use 2 willow stems going each way, and I already laid this out because I measured, this picture is like 40 some inches. It needs to have a very long swag. The swag will be so long you won't see the whole thing while I'm designing it here. So this is going to be 2 willows each way, 1 fern each way. We're using, oh, what is this thing called? Cannot remember all of a sudden. A hard name. We're using this guy. Oh, Kathy's swag is $90.45. Okay, there's your sale price. If you saw Kate's comment, Kate has added up the swag. If you would like one, it's on sale for $90.45. You can have one just like Kathy. Kathy gets the original, though Kathy gets the original. Nobody's getting the original but Kathy. So then this thing is gonna lay out like so. The deep forest fern is what the dark green fern is. And we're building this on the counter, layering longest to shortest. Then we're gonna use some forget-me-not stems, if you love these. The forget-me-nots are awesome. And that is the full length laid out at the edges here. Kind of an orchidy lavender color. I love that color. Now I do have 1 lilac that we're gonna use in the center. So I have to cut the stem in half. I hate to cut these up, but I guess we will. Terminalia, thank you, Kate. That is what this leaf is called. This is the Terminalia leaf. And we're gonna cut the lilac, and that's gonna end up in the middle. So we'll have to come back to him. We're gonna use 1 more of the willows in the middle also. How am I gonna do that? Am I gonna cut it, or am I just going to, we're gonna go like this, 1 going each direction. That's what we'll do. That'll work. Now here'll be the interesting spin. This is all about complementing the artwork in the entryway. And you'll have to see it to see how it complements it. Once we get it done, we'll go hang it over there. I'm gonna use this Cosmos, that's orange. So if you see this color looking a little corally, this is a true orange Cosmos. I see the front camera is kind of changing the color of it. But this is basically straight out orange. It's not the color of my shirt, which is coral.
It doesn't look peach. It really does look peach.
It's the front camera. We decided that the front camera has a different color rendering sometimes. Okay, this is going left and right here. This shouldn't take too long. We're gonna use the lavender mini Cosmos. I don't remember if we have lavender or not.
I don't think you have lavender.
We're out of lavender. We have blue. We have a really pretty violet color that is a plummy color that actually is similar to this. And then we're taking this bunch.
I think you might have a white.
Kate says she didn't even know we had this Cosmos. I had the tag and I scanned it.
Yes, we do.
And it's
Oh,
in
yes,
stock.
you do.
We do. Kathy says yes, we do, because she works for us now. She knows our inventory just as good as Sharon and Ruth does. Yeah. So Kathy could probably tell you what we have in stock. Oh, you know, that reminds me. Kathy was just like checking out all the new things, and she's so zippy on her iPad finding the newest arrivals. You gals need to get onto that, how easy it is to click through to the new arrivals on your iPad and sort it by most recently arrived. That's like the key. The key is to see the new things, and it's easy to sort when you are in your iPad and filter newest arrivals, new to old, and see what pops in every day. Literally every day, Kate's adding new items, I think. Kate found it. She just didn't realize we had it. Yeah. So this is the one item I know we do not have. This is Kathy's mini snowball, and I wasn't going to use it, but
for years.
Yeah, it's in her other designs. So to coordinate, we're putting it in. But this one is not a magnolia stem. she's had it forever, and we're just laying it in there because it's going to make all her designs. Well, now it just got a little shorter. And then we're also, this is a big old swag, because this is a big picture. We're going to use the currant berry. This is the coral currant berry that is in stock. Yeah, and it goes with everything. So let me tuck that back in there. Should have kind of stuck it behind a little bit further, I think. Okay, here and here. Layer it behind the Queen Anne's lace a little bit. So once I get this all together, I can easily shape it. But to get it wired, it's going to take a lot of elbow grease. Oh yeah, I can use some of that ivy too. So this Queen Anne's lace needs to go in the middle. This is still part of the Queen Anne's lace bundle. Just need to make sure it ends up in the middle. And that this little lilac ends up in the middle too. Okay, back to this bush we were cutting up. This is that bright colored, I don't know what the name of this ivy is, but it's the green, the only lime green one. We should be right on time getting this done. Thanks for joining today. I'm sure everybody's figured out we're in Hawaii and we're hanging out at Kathy and Mike's house in Maui. After we're done here, we're gonna eat a little breakfast and hit the road and work our way to
Stephanie says 259 watching.
Yes. Well, that's just like something you shouldn't think about, Kathy.
No.
Don't think about how many people are watching.
I know there's a number up there, but I don't ever look.
Aren't the colors unusual, Rosalie? It is unusual, but when you get it over the art piece, you're gonna see how all these colors are gonna look amazing with her art. So that's why we're blending this particular combo. It's also in her entryway. So Kathy's collection of art comes from New Orleans, where she's from, and the I suppose, are they original prints? Are they?
They're how do you say?
Elegant.
Gilles? How do you?
Giclée. They're Giclée prints. You have
From
several.
the artist, and he signs them.
They're plantation houses and notable historic locations in around New Orleans. And so she brought the art with her, so she's got a little bit of her your homeland.
Yeah. And actually, they each have a meaning because I've been to each one.
All those plantations have been.
So they each have a meaning of
how many art
when
pieces?
I was there.
You have 3 big ones?
You have 4 big ones.
4 big ones?
One is a courtyard.
Okay, this is going to take some wiring. That's going to take me a minute here. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Yeah, the artwork is beautiful. We're going to go look at that next as we hang this up.
The artist is a New Orleans artist, and his name is Brad Thompson.
The artist. Okay, if you didn't hear that, she's behind the camera saying the artist is Brad Thompson, a local New Orleans
And he actually
artist.
just opened a new shop in the French Quarter.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what's the name of the street.
Well, all of the artwork is oversized and beautiful, so it makes a statement when you come in the house at the front door. It's a good spot for it. Okay, this is getting wired. Turn it around and get these hangers in place. You know what I didn't check was that I'm in the middle. Sometimes it's smart to double check your center, because I have been known to not get my hanger in the middle before. So 50, 25 is the middle. Oh, I did it. Good. This is a 48-inch swag. I can't really copy it exactly at the store, but I guess if you ever want a special order item, you can certainly communicate with our designers, and Connie can send you a little questionnaire that you could fill out where you could put all the details of what you're trying to get accomplished. For instance, you could say this hangs over artwork, here's a picture of my artwork, this is how big it is, and I could help you with it when I get back. That could be the case. So this is getting a hanger, which takes a moment, but we're going to try to hang it exactly also. And the ladder is over there, so you can get it hooked up. I saw Mike stash it. So this is going to be shaped, and it's only wired. I might, if I was at the store, I might have glued a few things into the center once I wired it. But I think I can just, if I have any holes, I'll just poke a little extra ivy in. Okay, here goes the hanger. Yep, I think that the wire, I think I don't need to chop up any of your extra fern. We have supplies galore here at Kathy's house. We're calling it Magnolias Maui. Because I joke with lots of our customers that live in Nebraska that you're like Magnolias North, you're Magnolias South, you're Kathy's Magnolias Maui. The price on a big piece like this is probably about $200 because there's a lot of stuff in it. Plus this tends to get a little bit more labor intensive. But they are, this is all gonna complement Kathy's house here. And all these colors, the corals and the oranges, the burgundy, the lavender, it's a little different, but it is just working. It's very gardeny and vibrant. All the artwork has great, vibrant, rich colors, so that's why it's gonna be fantastic for that. It would match any of the art. All the art seems to have lots of golds, oranges.
Similar clay color.
Yes, that's right. Terracotta, rusty colors. So now I'm just swirling some, where's that lilac here? I'm swirling the stems back into place by bending them and circling them into place, spiraling them, that might be the word. I get that color balance. We gotta pull the coral.
Added it to 188.50.
Okay, that could be. Just guessing. With the design team at the store, we do make custom orders. It can take a little bit because we just need to go back and forth and get your requests correct, and then we can ship you pretty much anything.
Yes, Jane, that is the best kind of house call.
Yeah, this is pretty fun to be able to design out here. I have now officially made this a business trip. Yay for me. The snowballs, yeah, she doesn't have the price on the snowballs or the mini cosmos. I'd probably say those would be equivalent to $10 snowball stems times 2 and mini cosmos.
You have the cream mini
We have
cosmos.
cream mini cosmos. We have violet. They're probably $8.
I think you might even have a pale yellow this year in that mini cosmos.
We do have a pale yellow.
Yeah.
Kathy knows all of our inventory. This is like 48 inches is the width. 48 inches, and I'm not making it very tall. It's only like 12 inches tall at the widest point because you'll see when I hang it, it's not going on the wall, it's going right on the artwork. Okay, let me check my concept here.
Oh my gosh.
Checking the concepts. Can you see it? All right, we're running out of time, so we probably better get this thing hung. And we'll fix those little pieces later. So this little baby here is massive. I'm gonna take the camera. Hang on, because now we gotta go for a walk. We have no equipment. We have no microphones. We're just getting this done. We're gonna take a walk. Now, Kathy's gonna go place that as I show you the rest of the things in her entryway. Hopefully she can get that hung up okay. And I'm gonna flip the camera here and show you this beautiful entryway of hers. So with Kathy's home, I know you've seen this before. I'm gonna open the front door. This is the front door of Kathy's house. It is stunning when you come in to see this beautiful display. So this is one example of her artwork that I made the swag for, a different one. You can see this swag Kathy made up here. She's used some of the same flowers, but we have the same color palette with a few variations in the type of flowers, which is why it's going to work. And the fern and everything, she used some fern, she used some ivy, and then she designed these drop-in, this big drop-in here. So she's been doing a great job. See, I told her if she lived close to Magnolias, she would be hired. Here's that Terminalia again. Here's the Queen Anne's lace. Another color of Cosmos. This fern we still have, maidenhair fern. All this was last year's poppy. So sorry we don't have this item at the moment. And we do have the mushrooms available. The cabbage is available. The tulips that she used here. Look at how the burgundy transitions down to the table in another form of the same burgundy. So these tulips that we have and this Helleborus match the exact color of the Queen Anne's lace I was using. And our mossy vine is, of course, gone. I can't help you with the mossy vine. But it is a beautiful way she's designed it here with her pedestal candlesticks that I love, love, love. And she's had these forever. This is a massive pedestal candlestick. It holds another 6x9 with an ivy candle ring that we used to carry, along with butterflies that we had last year. So all this orange and coral. And then this is another pair of candle stands. Those are like 4-inch tops. I think we've sold these out. I think those are gone. But this is how Kathy layered up 2 staggered height candlesticks and used our Fia flame to light up the vase. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Got the runner on the tip. It's just really cheerful when you step in. Yeah, the ivy candle ring I don't have anymore. That looks great. We should definitely try to find that again someday. And then there's this amazing planter designed here. I'm in the light. This planter designed also.
Do you want to close the door?
And we're running out of time. I don't think you can really lose my, let's see if I can lose my internet out here. As you look outside, I'll show you really quick. There's one planter by the front door that's outstanding. Isn't that amazing? Echinacea. I'm watching the Wi-Fi. I'll get you if I do that. There's her front door. I don't want to go too much farther out the front door. I'm going to lose the Wi-Fi. Okay.
Bye,
Yeah, we don't want to lose you. Okay.
Look who's coming.
The guys are coming.
They're coming
They're coming back. We got to finish. The husbands are arriving. Here we go. This is what we made. Whoa. So the swag is resting on the top of the art because there's not a nail up above it. So it's attached to the back of the art. Isn't that something? And this is one of her the other one of her plantation houses. So this is how we get the color palette that we pulled together. It's all based on the vibrant colors in the artwork. Isn't that something? And then her cheerful entryway again. And here's the other art that goes in the same space. So there's like 3 big ones out here and one in the other room. This is what really sets the stage for Kathy's design because, as you know, Kathy came from New Orleans, so her love for elegance is apparent. And that is the tour. Wow, we did it. Thank you all for hanging out with us today at Kathy's house. Thanks for letting us tour.
Oh, thanks for coming.
It's a lot of fun to be able to travel, and I appreciate your hospitality. You guys are the best.
You're so welcome.
You're the best hosts ever.
We enjoy having you.
We've done very little, and it's been wonderful.
It's relaxing.
So it is relaxing here.
It's hard to make her relax, though.
I'm doing pretty well.
You are.
So thank you all for joining us today. Remember that one design is called Kathy's Tray Swag. If you want to order one, I'm going to make sure the team has the info. It's right over here. We'll show it to you one more time. And then the bigger swag is a bigger project, but here, this little guy definitely could be designed for you if you would like. I think we decided it was about $90 on sale. So thank you for joining us. I will catch up with you on Saturday when I get back with Kate. That's my plan, at least.
Aloha.
Aloha, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.